Narcissistic individuals tend to have a very big ego. However, this ego is built on very fragile foundations because the foundations for their ego often come from those around them. Therefore, narcissistic individuals go all out to maintain control of others to keep their ego intact. Narcissists need that ego to protect their sense of superiority, to protect their control, to protect their sense of entitlement. There are several pillars that hold up a narcissist's ego, and they are crucial to the narcissist's self-image. Therefore, when one is challenged or removed, their carefully constructed persona begins to crumble. One pillar for a narcissist is that sense of control. The control of situations, the control of relationships, the control of other people, the control of conversations. When this pillar is toppled, narcissistic individuals take great offence. They can lash out with that rage and anger. They can manipulate harder, they can guilt trip, or they can threaten, or they can smear your name. They spiral into that rage as they scramble to do damage control so that they can remain in control. Another pillar of a narcissist is that admiration. They require the excessive attention. They need that admiration to fuel their ego, to match the narrative that they are telling themselves that they're superior and better than others. They need the admiration to fuel their ego. They need the compliments. They need the attention. They need the validation from those around them. And when this is toppled, they take great offence. They see you as the problem and they look for somebody else to supply them with attention. Without that admiration, narcissistic individuals feel worthless. They can resort to love bombing or attention-seeking behaviours to remain in the spotlight. Another pillar for a narcissist is that sense of superiority. To maintain their inflated ego, their inflated sense of self, they go all out to look down on others, to talk badly about others. By being better, it reinforces their identity. When it's toppled, when a narcissist receives any backlash, any criticism, any failure that threatens their ego, threatens their self-worth, it leads to them becoming defensive and more critical. It leads to them shifting the blame or sulking in order to regain their sense of superiority. That sense of entitlement. Narcissists believe they are inherently deserving of that special treatment, special attention, and they disregard other people's boundaries because they lack the empathy to care, and they're just looking to get their needs met. When their sense of entitlement is toppled, when somebody dares to say no to them, narcissistic individuals take great offence to this. When someone denies a narcissist their sense of entitlement, it can trigger those toddler tantrums, those accusations that you're treating them unfairly. They can go all out to guilt trip you, to claim that you're selfish or they knew you treat them in this way. Another pillar that is critical for a narcissist's ego is their image. Whatever image it is that that individual narcissist is trying to sell to those around them, be it playing the martyr, be it the somatic, the cerebral, the self-righteous, the compassionate, the communal, they go all out to uphold their image of perfection. Public image is everything to a narcissistic individual. Therefore, they carefully craft how others perceive them, often hiding their flaws or projecting their flaws onto others. When this is toppled, it damages a narcissist's self-esteem. It damages their ego. Exposure of their true self leads to shame and panic, often resulting in the narcissist going all out to smear the name of anyone who dares to expose them. An avoidance of accountability. Narcissists don't do responsibility. Instead, they go all out to shift the blame. Narcissists avoid taking the blame for their own behaviour at all costs. They use deflection, they use projection, they use gaslighting to shift responsibility. When the pillar of avoiding accountability is toppled and they are held responsible for their behaviour, they take great offence to this. Being held accountable for a narcissist goes against every grain in their body. It can provoke that explosive anger or the victim plays to avoid consequences for their actions. Emotional supply is another pillar for a narcissist. They depend on others for constant and consistent emotional validation, known as that narcissistic supply. When they lose that supply, when their supply is toppled, that causes them to feel empty, and it leads to the narcissist going to desperate attempts to either regain control or seek a new source of supply. When one pillar falls, the narcissist's entire structure begins to shake, revealing the narcissist's fragile ego. Recognising these dynamics can help you protect yourself around narcissistic individuals and set firm boundaries so that they no longer have a hold over you.